Hello everyone, I hope you are fine. Welcome to this new video about sociolinguistics, language planning. So, please, if you do like videos more like that, don't forget to thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be informed by the coming videos. So, let's get started. Language planning. So, when the government chooses a variety as a national or official language, so what it does language planning. Good. Language planning is the deliberate effort to influence the function, structure, or acquisition of a language within a speech community. Choosing a variety depends on three main factors. The first factor is the form of the variety. The second factor is the functions it serves. The third factor is the attitudes people hold towards it. Standardization or planning process. Planning process or standardization process consists of four main stages: selection, codification, elaboration, and acceptance. So in the next slides, we are going to talk about each one of these stages in details. Great. So, starting our explanation about the planning process with the first stage, which is called selection. Selecting the variety to be developed is a matter of social and political decision as well as religious importance. A specific variety must be selected as the one to be developed in a standard language. This selected variety could be an existing variety such as the one used in political or commercial center. Great. So the second stage of planning process or standardization is what we call codification. Codification meaning standardizing its structural or linguistic features. This step is also called corpus planning. The standardized variety must have written dictionaries and grammar books to fix the variety so that everyone agrees on what is correct. In a very simple words, we say a certain language is codified because it has its own sounds. It has its own vocabulary, phonology, morphology, and syntax, etc. Moving quickly to the third stage. Elaboration. So elaboration is the third stage of standardization or planning process. Elaboration means extending its functions for use in new domains. The selected variety must be used in all the functions or in all the domains associated with central government and with writing used in educational and scientific documents. This requires extra linguistic items to be added to the variety, especially technical terms. Acceptance is the last stage of planning process. So what do you mean by acceptance? Acceptance means enhancing its prestige and encouraging people to develop pride in it and loyalty towards it. The selected variety has to be accepted by the relevant population as the variety of the community as the national language. After acceptance, this standard variety serves as a strong unifying force for the state, as a symbol of its independence of other states. Good. So here we are, the linguist's role in language planning. Language academies, committees, and commissions are interested in language planning. Individuals can be language planners too, mainly sociolinguists and lexicographers. Examples of language planners: lexicography, the craft of writing the skill of writing, compiling or editing dictionaries. So here we have two important or famous lexicographers. The first one is Samuel Johnson, who wrote about 40,000 word dictionary in 1755. It helped in the codification of English. And Eliezer ben Yehuda, the most influential proponent of the vernacularization of Hebrew, he called for using Hebrew and created new words to be used in everyday situation. Linguists' role in language planning. So the main concerns of language planners are language codification and vocabulary expansion. Great. Language codification, or what we call in another way orthography. In the past, the church was the main influence on the written form of unwritten languages when they translated the Bible into them. Missionaries were good linguists whose job was to produce a spelling system that reflects the pronunciation of the language. Vocabulary expansion. When the linguists want to expand the vocabulary of a variety to include the high or low functions it lacks, they either choose a borrowed word from another language, or they give an equivalent in the same language which might not be well known or with a slightly different meaning that can be adopted, or give an equivalent in the same language which might not be well known or with a slightly different meaning that can be adopted, or give a newly created word from the same language. Good. So thank you very much for your attention, and please don't forget to subscribe in the channel to be informed by the coming videos.